So in other low review score news, the Lord of the Rings license continues to just be completely squandered. The latest is Tales of the Shire, which the first crime committed is that the full name of the game is Tales of the Shire, AV Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah, I thought that was a typo at first.
AV Lord of the Rings game. I would like to submit an official complaint with the Tolkien estate. Mm-hmm. Let's just imagine. What if the game was just called A Lord of the Rings game? What would happen?
Yeah.
What would happen? Would everything be okay?
What would they do?
Well, okay, but I don't know this to be true, but I know a little bit about how the world works, and it's probably the Tolkien estate insisting you have to refer to it as the Lord of the Rings.
That's what I'm saying.
Always.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
But I would ask them, what if we just said a Lord of the Rings game? Would everything still be okay?
What if we showed this ridiculous title?
Damon wants to ask the state if anything would go wrong if that happened.
Got it.
Yeah, we know what would happen if this company did that. They would all be imprisoned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look at all this does.
Look at that.
A the Lord of the Rings.
A Lord of the Rings.
So this game, like, the elevator pitch couldn't be better, and it couldn't be. And like, actually, I do think, like, when you watch these little hobbits running or skipping around the Shire, and like, some of the design looks pretty good, and it just looks like what could possibly go wrong. Maybe 2 years of in the background fixes and development will make this game amazing, but I don't know where they're going to get that money from.
The two biggest things on the planet right now are like cozy games and like base building, casual, hey, build up your house and decorate it however you want kind of games.
Yep.
And so what a no-brainer, or even just like,
don't forget Romantasy, Justin. That's pretty big right now too.
Or like, Disney Dreamlight Valley, but you're a hobbit in the Shire, like slam dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game almost feels like watching Disney. So Amanda's been playing, and I've been watching her play, and none of the characters talk, nobody's voice acted, so it does kind of give those Disney Dreamlight Valley vibes, but where people just go she likes it. I'm watching her play, and I could tell the frame rate.
What system, Mark?
She's playing on PS5.
Good,
and I could tell the frame rate is running at like 15 frames, and she's just like, I don't notice it, and I'm like, well, if you're happy, you're happy. But like, then she served a meal, and everybody ate it, and they were like, oh, and then at the end, they were like, that was great. What? I was so confused. But she's
they are
skipping
hobbits
around
after all.
I don't really get it. But what I will say is that she is enjoying her time with it. She's a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I don't know.
Well,
it doesn't look like a game a Mark Medina would play, but she's liking it.
Well,
you just need to have a dig button like Donkey Kong, and you can make your own hole in the hill.
Your own little hobbit hole.
Yeah. Yep.
I think PC Gamer's strapline was not hobbit forming. Pretty good. Pretty hats off. Hats off there.
I have like a 60s button that says J.R.R. Tolkien is hobbit forming.
Nice.
Because that's an old button. It's pretty cool. The criticisms of this game from our review were that it doesn't have like a redeeming loop. It's kind of boring. That, but also the reviewer, every time he'd have that meal, which ends your day and like distributes all of the good rewards and everything, it would crash mainly there, like full on crash, and so he'd have to replay the whole day. And he said once he had to do it 6 times.
Oh boy.
So half an hour, something like that. Yeah, it was like that's the review. It's like this crazy length of time replaying to get it to work. Now that stuff's fixable, right? But the gameplay loop is apparently not great.
I mean, so the game was made by Weta Workshop. Obviously, it's very famous from the appendices of Lord of the Rings, and does special effects for a lot of movies. And there's now some kind of behind the scenes stuff coming out that's still conjecture, so I don't need to get into it in details, but like turns out that like, oh, we thought making a video game would be closer to making a movie, and maybe the craft of making video games was different than what we expected it to be. And there's kind of like, I just wonder if we're going to get more stories like that coming out behind the scenes of just growing pains of learning how to make art in a new medium, and that some of what was transferable from movies is maybe not as transferable into the discipline of video games as they thought.
Well, at a 4 out of 10, it's one of the worst reviewed games of the year from IGN. We haven't given anything lower than a 4 this year, but it puts it in the company of Mind's Eye and Hyper Light Breakers Early Access.
Rip.
And what's interesting is that Lord of the Rings Return to Moria and Lord of the Rings Gollum also got 4 out of 10 from IGN.
Yep.
Yeah.
The consistency.
Yeah. 4 rings to bind them.
Who is it?
There's still Lord of the Rings Online. That has a really good Shire. Just go run around that Shire instead. You deliver pies to a bunch of different hobbits.
Cool.
And you have to avoid, when you see hungry hobbits, you have to go avoid them. Otherwise, they take your pie before you get it delivered.
That guy eating cake or whatever he's eating with wheat in his mouth really bothers me every time I see it.
You see all these people and they're like, oh, well, see, he's happy, but the lady was not happy. That's what they all did yesterday.
He was just
in
moving
Amanda's meal.
his spoon through the pie. No.
Yeah.
This looks pretty budget. Who is it? Embracer that owns the Lord of the Rings license these days?
Yeah, but every time I bring that up, there's like a qualification of it. It's like, well, they don't actually have the same rights as this and this, and it's just
Because Amazon has the streaming rights, right? So
it's like, remember, they were divided already in a way. So like you could make a Hobbit game for GameCube, but you couldn't make a Lord of the Rings game unless it was based on the movies, and I don't know.
What I thought Embracer bought was they just bought the Lord of the Rings.
That's what I thought too.
They just own the whole thing now.
I think it's books.
What is Amazon
related,
doing with
though.
Rings of Power then?
Well, but I think they've licensed it from Embracer.
From Embracer?
Embracer owns the whole thing now, I think, is my understanding.
That's just wild to me.
They bought the whole IP.
There's a new movie coming out.
Yep.
The Gollum one that no one asked for. And there was the anime, The War of Rohirrim, that I know you liked, Sam, but I don't think anyone went to see it.
Look, I love Lord of the Rings.
Me too.
I love it. I play the card game. I like the movie. I like the books. I like the video games. But it's like, it isn't and shouldn't be this like always on, like, okay, now Lord of the Rings, new movie every 3 years. It's not Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like,
Neither is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story has been told. Like, it's complete.
But that's why something like this should have been like, just be a hobbit, living your day to day in the Shire. Like that game should make itself.
Yeah.
Just like a Gremlins game. You're just like the Sony style. You're walking around with your companion. Like you've just got Gizmo in your backpack. You're talking, oh, what's up, Giz? Oh, you see something over there, Giz? Come on.
What if they made a Lord of the Rings game like Dead Rising with unique bosses in every area?
Yeah.
You had to control the bosses.
You could pick up anything.
Maybe
fight gremlins with it.
I just want to point out that time was a Shadow of Mordor joke for everybody who's thinking about writing us.
Yeah, the bosses could be leveled up and like change and come back and get their revenge on you.
They'll remember you.
Remember you?
Yeah, they'll remember you.
They'll remember you. Oh, you killed me last time. I'll get you next time, you bloody bug.
Greatest video gaming innovation of the last 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, I'll gouge his eyes out, I will.
Okay. Let's move on to this news item this week.
Wait, Dave.